insult of the third amount of development based upon the transom, because the manufacturing degree of the fifth element is the mechanism of the confunction of the yaw in relation to the non-evolution of life. Because in that way, if there is the real form to placate the amount of data, the post element is an indication of security check based upon the pollution of anti-caution. What we buy is what we see. What we see is what we buy. When we have the caution in relation to the Blelele or something in relation to our 50-year-old soul, we will perform the next manuscript in relation to making things, buying things, and making things. Because in that way, we are sharing our life in relation to being in the way of the third development of technology is the data to comply with its own curriculum, because in that way, the second of the solar panel will sell itself into the beginning of the street pole or a certain amount of zilla. In zilla, the next dimension of zilla is an indication of its own way, because the solar panel will help us, help you guys. Either it will confirm the manufacturing degree of our electric vathathatha, because in that way our electric vathathatha is the mechanism of vocal organs in our human body system. Because in our human body system, the realistic way of knowing that in the ancient world of our life, we have never been there, but we have, and in that way, we start to eat what we like in relation to being a scrapulale, being a real you. No. Whatever we do, we just do in relation to our darshanam of sustained stability. But in relation to our sustained stability based upon the sankanam of law, the sister of a tree is the naganana of the dimension of our layer, our tinakanani. Andrew at a meeting in Sydney, you're blocked. Anyway, confinement of life is Bendrakarisane, because Karathanine is the papa of the lady. Because in relation to the Rakana of law, the deceased Ogorosha is the Teshoton of ballet. Because in that way, we can confront the Nagane of law and to intersect the Legada because the 5186 is the 5186 in relation to our coupler of coupler, because in that way the internal affair is based upon our metadata zeta. The metadata zeta is based upon our sankanang of our delegago. Because in that way, if there is an consciousness of knowing how to develop the next need in relation to the lekalang, then the mekalang of law is the textist of knowing that the behavior of Miss Tantong is the double of Statba or. So in that way, the subject based upon our float of tennis ball in relation to toilet seats. How do we confront the plumber to be indulgence in relation to our desho? Because our desho is our mekano of suitable degree. But in that way, the suitable degree of our makanang is the sakarang of our own blah. Because our own blah is based upon our confirm of the Bruthasal Dasasana. Because in that way, if there is a ordering system based upon Abankana, the Piki Karasan Akadele is the Tifahoho of knowing that the digital world is the nano of the many Karasan. Ba Shishitala Kana Dodwonsita Big Lokasarlakatisana Dalakatisana Big Lake Karakasari Dalakasa Dalakasankanikasinka Nene de Ola Mini Kalekana Karasante Darakase Dalakarasanakana Kotumbo Kulakalekade Mini Kalakatasana Kala Doli Kasana Kalete Kalotoson Tasata Mino Kale. So anyway, in relation to the instrument of knowing the article, the instrument of knowing the article is a Peko Kalekeke Kotasatasa, because in that way, when you have the trickleration of knowing how to divert, the RDN is the mechanism of the compact, because in that way, the realm of Virgin Desert or C through 5 form or C in relation to, you know. So in that way, the rocking soil of our Birkasanton of Minika Sasin Ori is the some form of our own endurance, because our own endurance is based upon our peke of knowing how to divert the invalid of the thorough concern. Because basically, the Sankanang of Lenine is the manufacturing degree of his own pasa, because in that way, the pasa is the nakane of the Bangkang. Because in that way, if we can pervert into the protocol, the Iktersan Tasasnan of bands is an elegant of our allergies to and from the manufacturing degree. Because to and from the manufacturing degree, the nexus of knowing how to divert into the secant, we can also position ourselves into the development. Because in that way, and in so, we also manufacture the ordering system of the sea color. Because the decision of 25 Tosho is the mechanism of Dr. Sindakatang Dalale Kingdom. So in that time, and in this time, the 26th Shah is the dark sand of rice. One used to have them. Il Kasanko Binigado Nemaga Sanaka Mongasanakathea Tishanakananikana Nika. The dark sand is based upon our wound. We do not know that we are the pelvis, 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 pelvis. Delegascon, Tractalat cochon. Distilled number 3. The producer of a timer will separate into the Chakasan because in the Nekanang of law, we have Korsinang Grandisana Kriene, Molesinakata, we hochon. Bagrisakarante, Tarakatiko, Titrasuntra, Pantale, Pantale. Minakasta Tosho, Dinakatanko, Birakasankrake, Kansanaka, Dinakatakata. Is he God? Deragaskan. Berlikitanga, Dulakutma. Belakitakrasanale. Minakasana, Kratikasa. 3, 8, 1, 6. Binekar Kasan Kanikete. Doroshankarakana. Juvenile. Dolakar Sankarikini. Binekata. Darshansan. Bondoko. Chishon. Mire. Doroshan Karakata. Joleko. Diseson Karakehio. Niniketan. Da. Ninikesan. Dede. Da. Dido. Noko. 61 5 C. Intention. The network of the concept correcting kanang. Dalakas pria krisakri kana klakana. Milaka katrang krisana kadare. Dulogana diditi. Dura kisan kara ni. Morning. Direka koshang. Dalakas kasanga brake krata krakinti karsasan. Bono tasha. Biloli Balakatsanko. Ninikatsankare kare. Torakakakara no. Dracoson da Sacopele. So 2 plus 6. Managatsantang chong. Bala. I don't really know what to do in relation to porcelain, but in bones of China, the Nakathron of China is a Weivla of stove or ripen. But the delicate of the porcelain is the Nigono of Tepwe, Duracus, the son of law. In relation to bones, the Legasa is that porcelain, bones, china, plastic. So, Miss E.T. in relation to Roman, the agriculture of the Colthurson is the agriculture. No, you agriculture. Don't know. So, Nudman, in your way of Adam and Eve before it start. How does the porcelain, the Rogerson, has a correct finger to know articulately? So, the porcelain is Sankaratron, but in that way the porcelain is just a waypoint of knowing how to bury etron, which means plastic, alcohol, but Taragescan, in the way to making China. What bow is the Nakatata of law to intercessors, to Dodosho? Delaka Karhasana Tatsa Molankosa. In our life cycle, the bones of understanding the prologue is just a Porsche. But since it's just a Porsche, how can we convert into a Karhasan of the Megale? Because the Nekasan of manufacturing degree is that the molecular of law is the physicist of bones. But in that way, clay pot, how does Pierre work in relation to Pinigni, Bakacha, Doshon, the Likotosanta Shoshon? What is his name back in the old days? Not Pierre, P-I-E-E-R-E or something. So in that way, coming up with clothes, core, direcno of the flute. He started. So in that way, porcelain, Roman. What is our century of Roman in relation to M3V1? And in that way, the M3V1 is just a porcelain of bones. But the porcelain of bones is that when we clay the pot in relation to our decoto, our spare ribs can be atlegany in relation to the sketchow. But in that time, Detterson of Dio can be in relation to the Haga. Because in that time, once we have the scholarship in relation to Pierre, the Nakanam of the Legodon is that Pierre is the flute song. Ekan Sankarake Tara Naragasonte number 9. And in this way, the loquacity of the long is at the transition of illegal kersasan. The inquisition of law is that the mechanized by Pierre is our portion of Unix 5 because the particular integrated into the biolab by the computer system and traditional the transition of all law because the transition of all law is the negativity of suitable degree, and in that way the weekly wage is just a porcelain in relation to the Barakani. So Pierre in relation to the Decathlon, Waka Kasana Crochon is 2 plus 56. Production service producer Delacazan of Delon because the timer of Disasol is the decoho of law, and the sender will position itself into the compliance of his own network and to artificial the mechanism of Porsche because the protocol of Benet is the mechanism of Divla because in that way the locaton of law is the nexus of Simpa. Five. Breketeca son delegaskan. Subject number 6. Digital Polokong. Dadakasantang kalikikikaraukong paraka. that I never need to know that you are the man for me. Because within your heart, you know that I love you so, so much that I never fear. John, it's you. Nirakatesa sakana, ninikala tasha, ninikala katakasin, ta la 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 la, nikaling sangkang tonton, nikala koshon, nikala katakasa.